Hello, Retroburn here, and this is another FTF video in which I play a video game anywhere from 15 to 50 minutes. So this time around, I'm going to feature Teleglitch Die More Edition. It's a top-down roguelike, and if you like video games like Dead Space and Doom 3, you're gonna like this one. And oh, retro graphics. So here we go, Teleglitch Die More Edition. Cue in creepy music, deep on reverb. So, Militech Corporation Database Access Entry, Military Research and Training Facility MO 2097. Location Planet Medusa 1C, Deep Space Region. Distance to Earth 30 light years. Research Fields, Teleportation Technologies, Necrotic Tissue Activation Technologies, Genetic Research and Cloning for Military Purposes, Military Experimentation and Training for Robots and other non-human combatants. Last status updates, report and teleportation experiment error, report and facility administration AI malfunction, emergency signal received, request for military rescue team. Rescue team sent, spatial anomalies detected. Communications lost shortly after arrival. All personnel. What the hell is that double character? And rescue team assumed dead. All operations abandoned due to negative profit outlook. Planet Medusa 1C quarantined indefinitely. So excuse me. So in this game, you are the lone survivor of something that has gone horribly wrong again, like in most video games. So it's like in Doom 3 where you run and gun around with enemies chasing you. Only this time they're not from hell or any other plane. They're from this plane, but something has gone wrong. There's a mysterious goo that has encroached, that has permeated all throughout the facility, and it has caused all sorts of havoc. So let's try a new game and let's go for the tutorial. And so, oh, wait. Welcome to Militech Corporation Training Course for Non-Human Combatants. Combat A15, so this is us. This is the facility AI speaking. Also, we should speak in robot voice. Initiate learning protocols. Press space to continue. So let's do that. Use WASD to move. Most doors open automatically when you go near terminals marked with brackets contain useful information. Press space to use. Okay, so this is us. So you move around with the WASD key, and this game has, like I've said, a top-down perspective. So when you go near terminals with the bracket symbols, you just press spacebar and it will throw out more info about the game. Most doors open automatically when you go near. Locked doors have a red light near them. Okay, so I'm doing a kick-ass job trying to imitate a male version of GLaDOS. I think, at least that's what I think. Press space to pick up items and open containers. Use mouse wheel to change the selected item. Left click to take from a container. Press Q to drop items. So, yep, roger that. Use mouse wheel to change selected item in your inventory. Hold E and use mouse wheel to move selected item up and down to organize your inventory. Okay, so machine gun bullets, let's take those. And then what have we here? I use gigantic chest. So we've got shotguns, shotgun shells, the machine gun 3200, whatever that is. So now we have two weapons, the shotgun and the MG3200. But as I am an id Software fan, I'm going to bind my shotgun to number 3. So I'm going to press E and then scroll down my mouse wheel down here. So every time I press 3, the shotgun is going to come up. So now the machine gun is bound to 1, but I don't like there. Usually in id Software games that's in the number 4, so let's do that. And so 3 and 4. And so if you click on right mouse button, your character is going to aim like this, but it's also going to cause him to move slower. So the cursor here, you can move it independently of your character. So you can just hover it around like this. So that's one thing to keep in mind, because sometimes in the heat of battle, you don't notice that your reticule is far away from your enemies, and you're just firing around and um, wasting your bullets. And this game, another room. This is a roguelike, so in this game you have to scrounge up every last amount of ammo you can find, because things here are very limited. So keep that in mind. Hold right mouse button to draw and aim. Click left mouse button while aiming to shoot. Press R for reload. So I've already explained that. Okay, more ammo. That's nice. So it's very inaccurate. Uh, Crap. Total targets hit 13/25. Combat efficiency adequate. Okay, we didn't score so well. But in the game itself, we are going to run across or craft weapons that have higher accuracy than these two we have. So I'm going to play this game for get some bombs from that container. Okay, let's do that. Okay, this is the RDX 250. And be careful about these guys, because once you drop them, they have a 1 second delay and they're gonna go boom, and if you're in the blast radius, it's sayonara. Press C to enter item combination mode. Left click anywhere to combine selected items. Press C again to exit item combination mode. So let's do that. So two RDX 250s will make an RDX 500, which is a more there you go, 500 grams of RDX, a standard explosive used in military testing. So just for the heck of it, let's press left mouse and create that. There you go. So the advantage of this is, of course, it has a more powerful blast than these. But also, of course, if you're going to drop this and you miss the enemies, that's going to be two RDX 250s down the drain. So you have to keep that in mind. For throwing bombs, click left mouse button while aiming with a bomb. For dropping armed bombs, just left click. Caution, 1 second delay. So this game has some typos. It could use editing. Lacks a hyphen there, but I'm just a pedantic fuck, so don't mind me. Blow your way through these yellow walls. Shooting works too. So let's do that. First off, I'm going to show you how to throw the bomb. So now we have this. So you just with the indicator hovering over that item, you just right click and then you aim, then you press left mouse. So didn't do too good, so let's try placing it here, just left clicking and then running away. There you go. And this one too. Whoa. There you go. And then use tab to check the map to see the bigger picture. Let's do that. There you go. So that's us right there. In the eliminated area, of course. So proceeding. And okay. To use the knife, select any item from the inventory that is not a bomb and click left mouse button only. So let's do that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Will these bots hurt us? Let's just stand still for a moment. Nope. So these aren't dangerous. So be careful in the game, as if you're chased, getting chased by a harmless robot, it's not the same thing as being chased by um, augmented zombies. So this one, it won't hurt you, but when faced with mobs, you're better off taking out your big guns and blasting them to kingdom come, rather than risking yourself in close quarter combat. Because if they get close enough to you, while you can stab them, they can stab back at you too, so be careful. So anyway, let's kill this. Okay, there you go. And then... Thank you, Robot A15. Your training is complete. So that's that for the tutorial. So let's go to the main game. And so let's go for level 1. We were working on a master teleporter that could transport you anywhere to unlimited distances. But something went wrong. Something came through from the other side. Okay, so maybe this is extra planar thing. There's an extra planar thing going on, so maybe it's my mistake. I don't know. So, but maybe that just came from another place, another planet. Maybe it's not from another dimension. I don't know. So, reading on. First, we thought it was a minor glitch, but it quickly turned into a nightmare. The facility AI became aggressive, and the military robots turned on us. The space of the complex started warping. Rooms and hallways would randomly reorganize themselves as if following some twisted pattern. So this is where the roguelike mechanic um, comes in. Every time you play the game, no level is the same. So that's something to that's one of the game's features right there. I decided to seal myself in here and wait for help. I've been hiding out here for weeks, but nobody came in and I'm running out of food. My only chance is to use the regular teleporters of the facility to get to the master teleporter, and then teleport myself back to Earth. So again, like with most video games, you're the lone survivor in a facility that's crawling with stuff. So here we are. So we have tons of empty cans. So this must be what was left of his stores. So he locked himself in here with all these rubbish. So be careful about rubbish, because like for example this box here, it can impede your movement. So if you get chased around and you run into the things, you're going to move slower. But that also holds true for the enemies. So leading them in cluttered spaces might be advantageous for you, so you can just pick them off one by one as they struggle with the debris. So that's right there is the goo that's causing all this. Be careful, as if you get near it, it can... I'll show you. Maybe we can trap this thing here. Up, no dice. Come to Papa. There you go. So that thing is dangerous. You get absorbed in that and it's game over. And this game has no save feature except if you finish a level. So that's... Whoa! Abusado na. Ah, shit. Wow, whoa, whoa. Okay, so we lost 12 hit points and we consumed a ton of ammo, so we didn't do really awesome right there. I was talking, they swarmed all over us. That's a really bad... Ah, so one thing to keep in mind when playing this game is, as much as possible, leave them into bottlenecks like this one, so they funnel in and then you can just shoot them all off, rather than going into open areas where you'll have to time your shots just right to the reticule. So here in Indian passes like this one, you'll have a much easier time killing them, rather than playing tango with them in open fields like this one. But if... Whoa, zombie. So these things don't do much, but Because of their agility, they're quite very hard to take down. But wide open spaces have their advantages too. Like here, I'm just running around, and you can just use your knife and hope that it won't hit you while you try to kill it. That's one strike in, and the second one does its job. So if you're trying to conserve ammo, wide open spaces are the way to go. They're the perfect places to try to stab and kill your enemies. But if you're up to your neck in shotgun shells. If you're up to your neck in ammunition, it's better that you retreat to areas like bottleneck areas. So in the game, there are lots of monitors like this one, where if you press space, it's going to reveal parts of the lore, what happened in the facility. So all this makes up for a very bleak picture of what the future is in this game's universe. So Militech Corporation, one of the largest military corporations of the modern world, Militech covers the entire war industry from research and training to supply, production, and strategic operations. Militech employs over 1 billion personnel all over the known space and is estimated to own over 15% of the total resources of human civilization. So I don't know if you're fond of reading, but I do. I am a voracious reader. But oh, so this is the 9 mm. Oh, no, not that one. So the AGL-1 shoots adhesive grenades, so it's useful against worms. But it usually comes with only 10 grenades. I mean 20. So let's just put it here in 2. So this game, a large part of this game, all boils down to thinking quickly and changing weapons for whatever enemy types are coming at you. Because you know, if you use your pistol at swarms, it's going to cost you a lot of ammo, and wasting ammo is a no-no in this game because it's a roguelike. So yeah, it might seem simple, though the retro graphics might put off some people, but whoa, paradise. So one thing to keep in mind about canned meat is that they, they eating them makes you boost your hit points above the maximum 100. So like this one, we've got 88, but if I eat all these, you're going to exceed the 100 hit point mark. So keep that in mind. So here's another monitor. Planet Medusa 1C, indigenous life forms. Biodiversity on Medusa 1C is literally minimal, but well accustomed to the deadly atmospheric conditions. So far, only 2 life forms have been discovered, and both are lethal to humans. These species are cat-sized amoeba that use corrosive chemicals to consume anything organic. So anyway, as I was saying about the novel thing, the closest book that I can equate to Teleglitch is William C. Diet's Renegade Legion, in that in wars they use dead soldiers to make cyborg armies. So Militech is, I think, if memory serves, I haven't played this game in a quite swarm in quite a long time. There you go. So the AGL-1 grenade took one of them and heavily damaged the other. Well, I just pistoled. I just killed the other with my pistol. So, yeah, like I said, it all boils down to quick thinking, deciding which weapons to use against which enemies that are coming at you. So you may not believe me, but I had actually derived more fun from this than Doom 3. So I hope Carmack won't get annoyed with that if you ever saw this video. But yeah, this is more enjoyable than Doom 3. Because that one, Doom 3, it was aiming for Atmosphere, something that the Doom series is not all. The Doom series is not all about that. So that was their mistake right there. The Facility AI 1. The Facility AI was originally designed to be nothing more than a good administration system. However, the key aspect of intelligence is evolution. After a while, the AI learned so much it started helping us with other things beside administration. It researched new weapons, helped build robots, and even designed architecture for new facility buildings. So from what snippets you get from the monitor thingamagigs, humanity has advanced so much that um, it has started to play God and became successful at it. It even made these AI teleportation technologies. Was this number one? The teleportation range has been always limited by the hyper-difficult mathematical calculations required for performing each jump. Each unit of extra distance makes the required calculation exponentially harder, making teleportation impractical, if not impossible for distances over 1 kilometer. So, anyway, yep, and this game's universe, humanity has advanced so much that it has started playing God and became very successful with it. So it has started whoa 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 ow, there we go. And those large things are very durable. Not as durable as the more advanced units, but durable nonetheless. Teleglitch space-time anomaly. Initial analysis summary. These blobs of black and colorful anomaly seems to be the only result of today's experiment with unlimited range teleportation. We have been investigating this phenomenon for the past 2 hours and think it might have profound implications for theoretical physics. The blackness seems to be literally an inside-out space-time curvature and opens a range of possibilities for research. My colleague has already suggested we could weaponize it by capturing the field into super intense wave and pressure containers to be used for planetary bombardment. Oh, and if you touch it, your brain explodes. Okay. Yep, like what I said. These things, dangerous. Oh, okay, so we have reached the end of the level. So we have two choices. I mean three actually, because we're faced with these two teleporters right here, and each one will teleport us to different parts of the facility. So there's a branch in the plot, so you have to choose one. And the third choice is going back and looting the entire level, because there, as you can see, there are parts there that we haven't explored. So because we are doing awesome, we still have 136 hit points left and a shit ton of ammo. We're going to leave that teleportation chamber behind and explore the rest of this level. So yep, yellow. But like I've said, why can't I finish this train of thought? Anyway, yep, humanity. Humanity has advanced to the point that it can very well play God, like medic at 50. Nope, we don't need that yet. We have a full life and then some. Yeah, humanity has advanced to the point where crapper interrupted again. Hey, you wanna dance? Oh, come here, come here. Oh shit. Okay, managed to hit us for 4 points of damage. So even if you're wielding a pistol, I mean, if you're building a weapon of any kind, if you don't press right click, if you just click left click, you're going to, the default there is stab. So that's very, very useful for conserving ammo. Oh, a tube. So what can we craft? So pieces of plate are very useful in that two pieces of plate can craft armor. So let's click on that, and then let's see. So now we cannot make any more. So that will just have to stay there. in the meantime. Let's see. Again, take three. So, yep. Uh, genetics, genetic manipulation. Um, was this okay? So, be careful of keep a lookout for these gaps there. As you can see, if I mean, this game has a line of sight mechanic, and that if you stay here, you can't see a thing. But if you position yourself here, you can see that there's a chamber behind this wall. So we've discovered a secret. So let's just blow this bit and then see what it holds. So this is quite a risk as we've expanded two of our explosives, but usually these rooms hold something far valuable than bombs. So here we have a shotgun shell and what was that? Shotgun shell and what did we get? So there were no prompts. Also be careful of these pipes as you in some pipes there are swarms of zombies living there, so once you go inside the radius of these pipes, it's going to alert the horde, and they're going to come rushing at you, and you just hope that you have this baby right here to take care of the ensuing swarm. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind too. Anyway, yeah, William C. Diet's Legion of the Damned. It's a series of novels that detail humanity's struggle against invaders, both I mean threats, both external and internal. And there's this kind of like the French Foreign Legion, and that I think the elite or the I'm not sure if they were using the elite or prisoners. Another secret right here. So because we're wait, we have five, so yeah, we have a lot of these stuff. There you go. Ah, shoot. So be careful of dark places. Sometimes these contains that amoeba, that all-devouring amoeba mass right there. So be careful about really dark places. So it's also an advantage for you if you're wearing headphones, so you can hear the noise these blobs make. Anyway, William C. Diet's Legion of the Damned. Yep, so humanity here has advanced to the point where William C. Diet's Legion of the Damned is a reality. And that dead relatives, you can sell the bodies of your dead relatives, your dead loved ones, and then factories can make them into thralls, install them with cybernetic implants, and they can work like the zombie workers of like that myth, the serpent and the rainbow film in Africa, where they use zombies for manual labor. It's kind of like that in here, but it's not supernatural. It's science all the way, baby. Wow, wow, wow! Oh, where'd you come from, big boy? Come here. You like that? So, yep. Anyway, sci-fi zombies for manual labor and other stuff like what Militech, this guy's employer here, is producing. And Militech is producing robots meant for war, and they're mixing it with stuff like they're experimenting with different species like dogs and stuff like that. Planet Medusa 1c Natural conditions. The planet's surface features extremely high temperatures, deadly radiation, and poisonous atmosphere. This means all personnel should stay inside the research facility. Exiting the facility without adequate protective equipment is instantly fatal. So yep, it's just like Mars. It even has the same color, the same color palette. But hey, it works. And none of that Doom 3 atmospheric, trying to be an atmospheric game bullcrap. This is run and gun all the way, baby. So here we're just faced with straggling monsters, but in the later levels there are I mean monsters, enemies that if you don't react quickly within 2 seconds you're dead. Because some of them have Some of them pack real firepower, like assault rifles and stuff like that. And some of them even play dead, so unlike the monsters here, in the later levels, you have to wait and see if they get back up before you turn your back on them. Small, almost Earth-sized planet with no significant resources and far from colonized space. Its planetary stock price was incredibly low, making it a perfect spot for Militech research. Being far from any settlements gave an added bonus of reduced distraction for scientists in the facility. So yep, it's a pretty isolated facility, and now we are the only ones alive in this hellhole. There you go. So 2 shots and 1 knife stab should take care of these. So as you can see here, we've run into a dead end. We walked all the way here for nothing. So that's one of the beauty of Teleglitch. So there's no other areas to explore, right? Yep. So it's off to the teleportation chamber, and we're going to go to the second level. But of course, this isn't a perfect game. What I would have liked to see if only the developers haven't I mean, if only they'd still continue to patch this. This is a very awesome game. I think it got featured in several reputable websites like Rock, Paper, and Shotgun. And yep, it's one of those games that are not mainstream, but people, video game reviewers are recommending. So if ever this goes out on sale, or even if it is on full price, you can buy it. Quite it's worth the I don't know how many, $10, 20? I forgot that you shell out for this game. Being a roguelike, it has infinite replayability value. So we go to the right, that takes us to Plankton Farm, Abandoned Sector, Teleport to Military Biology Sector. So we're going to the left. Because I think if we teleport to the... I mean, this is... I don't know. This is just my 2 cents, but the way my mind works, if we go to the Plankton Farm right now, and then if the game forces us back to the Military Biology Sector in the later parts of the game, I think we're going to have to go with tougher enemies, and also because we would be traversing to the Plankton Farm, chances are our ammo stocks will be depleted, so we're going to face a tough opposition. Judging from the name Military Biology Sector, I mean, that doesn't sound good. I'm very sure they have experiments there that are not as, benign as in a plankton farm, so we're going to go left. So we're going to take care of that first. Take care of the harder ones while we still have the life, the medikits, and all these weapons. So we're going to the left, this one here, and teleportation successful. The situation is much worse than I expected. It seems that the non-human combatants have been left loose all over the facility, and they are programmed to attack on sight. The facility life support seems to be working, but only at emergency capacity. Almost all weapon lockers and food reserves have been emptied, probably by the zombies. The military biology sector will be a tough one, for it is the center of the military purpose life forms. Life cloned, mutated, and breeded for a single nasty purpose. I bet they're all hungry. And we're going there now. So we have two choices: press C to continue, S to save and exit. So we're going to press C, as this is an FTF. So I'm going to stop recording once we hit the 50-minute mark, and by that time I hope that I will have shown you all that you need to know about this game. So accuracy 60%, that's good enough. Secrets found 2, items combined 1, monsters in void 1. So that was I think that was the crawler that got eaten by the uh, what do you call that blob where I showed you in the first few minutes of the game. So pressing C to continue. YOLO! So yep, checking, reloading everything. Okay, there you go. So this game is not scripted. Sometimes if you stay in a room, nothing happens. But sometimes if you stay in a room, you tarry, they all one or three will come rushing in at you. So there's you because it's not scripted. It's not a Call of Duty game. You don't know what to expect. Whoa, whoa! Shit! Stay dead. Stay down. Stay the fuck down. Okay, good. Got that? Good. So those heavy lumbering things, I think you've heard their footsteps. Aren't too receptive about pistols. We have named the local life forms amoeba. What is that? W01 or H01? Can't read. And amoeba W02. They seem to have almost identical genetic codes except for the two key differences. W001 is white and operates during the day, and W02 is black and nocturnal. It seems the two primitive life forms have been locked into evolutionary battle for thousands of years without any real shifts of power. So a bit of lore right there. Wow, fast bastard. There you go. Okay, took a chunk out of us. So one thing to note when opening doors, wait near the entrance, see if anything comes out before you go charging in. Okay, hallelujah. Okay, another display. The key for unlimited teleportation range is software that uses well-packaged fuzzy randomness inside a fractal information structure that copies the human brain neural layout. Using the fuzzy randomness has a small chance to occasionally produce super huge calculations in an instant, making teleportation possible for hyper long distances. So here you can see the progress they're making with the teleportation tech. Because if you remember, the first few displays we have read indicated that there was a problem with teleporting over large distances, over distances that exceeded 1 kilometer. But using that technique there, you can see that they have surmounted that difficulty somewhat. So what can we craft? The AGL-3. The problem with some of the upgrades of the weapons is that they spew out more ammo than their predecessors. So if you have limited ammo and you have the AGL-3, it spits out 3 grenades instead of 1. So that's one thing to keep in mind too. Like, do you really need a more powerful weapon at the cost of the risk of depleting your ammunition? So that's one thing that you have to weigh in this game. So for now, let's not make the AGL-3. Let's stick with the AGL-1 because we're only facing very wimpy monsters in the first levels. Whoa! Whoa! Oh man. Ah shoot. Woohoo! Okay, that didn't go so well. Yep, we are alive, but we have expended a lot of our ammunition, so it's going to be trouble for us later on in the game. Maybe you won't see the implications now, but the implications will make themselves apparent later on in the game when we run out of ammunition. There we go. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. So for close quarter combat, like for close combat scenarios, like in this office here, we're expecting enemies to pin you down in confined corridors. You better equip yourself with the shotgun. Waste of shotgun ammo right there. Whoa. So let's wait, see if it's dead. Okay, so now we're running very low on shotgun shells, so we should conserve. Ah, whoa! 80 hit points left. So we are now technically severely wounded. Or maybe not severely, but it sure isn't a scratch. Wide open spaces. I do not like this. Okay, so instead of just taking pot shots at... Hey, maybe we can lead it here. Woohoo! Gotcha! Note to anybody who is interested. Productivity Monitoring Administration Protocol of our AI has given us the permit for small-scale gardening, provided the results of garden research work can be used for military application. Personally, I just want to work with living plants and see them grow. Okay. Oh, I nearly forgot about the amoeba right there. I could have backed into it and killed myself. Hoo. Shotgun. Let's put this in the last, so if we get mortally wounded, we can just press 1 and then just roll our mouse wheel up, and then it will go instantly here, so we can click on that and heal ourselves instantaneously. So yeah, it's also item stimulant. Stimulants, painkillers, and explosives in one pill makes you faster and produces pleasant side effects. Yep. Because there's I won't spoil things for you, but a stimulant, at least just one, just make one, because there are instances where you need the speed to outrun things. So that's one scenario there where quick thinking saved my butt. So I was toting a pistol, but when the swarm came out, I shifted quickly to the AGL-1, so that enabled me to save a lot of pistol rounds for just a few grenades. So like I've said, it's all about thinking quickly in this game and pressing the right hotkey. It is well researched that unlimited range teleportation requires unlimited calculation power from the teleportation software and is therefore theoretically impossible. During the proposed experiment, Militech scientists will try to bypass this problem by using some clever mathematical solutions. Yeah, lore, more lore. So yep, there's a glitch in Teleglitch where sometimes you get stuck in the terminal. I forgot how to solve that, but I think it involves something with the Whoa! Fucking lowly zombie just took a chunk out of us. Canned meats, empty can. What can we? AGL3? No. So here's another monitor right there. Short-range teleportation was invented with the help of brilliant particle physicist and brain surgeon Dr. Edwin Smirzoff Dr. Schmerzov finally solved the problem by copying the structure of human brain cells and using it as calculation hardware blueprints for the device. Nice. That's one thing that I found very original in this game. They use human cells as blueprints for their machines. So instead of, using nodes and the ground symbol resistors and stuff, they use the human anatomy in making blueprints for their teleportation device. So I don't know how they did that, but it sure sounds interesting. Okay, 3 well-placed shots killed that MF. There we go. Okay, we've got explosive revolver. Nice. So this is a one-shot thingy. It's a short-range sidearm that has, I think, the power of a sniper rifle. So it's powerful stuff. So I'm reserving number 4 for the machine gun if I ever come across it. I don't want to, train my mind that 4 is equals to revolver. So that stays in the 5th slot. Hey, what do we have here? Amoeba. Gross. So, is there something here, or that's just... Let's see. Nah, nothing there. Ah, crap. Waste of ammo. But anyway, so where are we? So there's still a lot of unexplored areas. So we are running out of time. Only 9 minutes left until we close this FTF. So if you like this video, guys, please like and subscribe, or comment, or maybe you can PM me that if you want more Teleglitch. So yep, that can be arranged. But if you don't want to see this, I can just cover other video games that you deem to be worth your while watching. Whoa, another one. There you go, it's dead. 2 shots. 2 shots! Another panel. Militech Corporation is a forerunner of high standards in military ethics. The corporation supports relevant academic research through numerous scholarships. All Militech bioweapons research scientists are required to present a military biology ethics diploma or complete a practical intensive training course in the facility. Our motto is kill ethically. That's some twisted shit right there. Kill ethically. But yeah, like I've said, this game has some very interesting lore. Maybe not as rich as, other AAA video games like Warhammer or whoa, Half-Life. But yep, for a rogue-like game that's an indie with retro graphics, the writing sure is something. It's not something that you'll remember for years to come, but it's, yep, if you were to ask me, I opine that it is something to write home about. Ah, shit. Oh! Okay. Can meet times 3. I think we'll just wait until we, wait. Yep, we can take the medikit, and then we can... There you go. 125. And then, yep. So, pressing 1. We are running very low on ammo. Maybe we should begin stabbing zombies instead of just shooting them. Because no ammo, which means... There we go. So let's dance with these bastards. It's a very risky, prolonged process, but if you do it right... Fuckery. There you go. If you do it right, you'll end up saving precious ammo. Cause you know, if you get to the later levels in this roguelike, where if you die, it's game over. Have I told you that if you die in this game, you're not going to... You have to start all over again from the very beginning? Yep, this is how this game works, so be very careful. So that feeling of dread, that feeling of maybe I should... There's this teleportation chamber. Should I teleport myself to the next level with this amount of ammo, where my ammo is depleted, or should I explore further and hope that I get more ammo without dying? So there's the conundrum right there that this roguelike um, expertly implement. Please, ammo, 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 ammo. Medikit. I don't need health, what? Oh man. So maybe with this amount of health we could just you know, stab the zombies instead of shooting them. Anyway, we can always heal up. So we've got bullets, but no machine guns. Machine gun. So it's the exact opposite of that song. Kawawang cowboy, may baril walang wala. Translated, it means that poor cowboy has got a pistol but no bullets. So I think this heads to the teleportation chamber. So, yep, soon as we teleport, we end the FTF here. There you go. There's the teleportation chamber. But YOLO, we are going to explore all the other unexplored areas in this hellhole and see what they hold. And if they hold monsters, well, that's good. More excitement for us. More excitement. Let's just hope we don't end up screaming like little girls. Okay, so there's another door right there. So there's a secret within a secret. But, yeah. Nothing there. So, okay, so there's one more south of us. One thing I like about this game is it's how it implements a shadow and light system. And the light, and the line of sight thing. Note to anybody who's interested in WO2. Anybody who is interested in is welcome to try out the new garden area. I have prepared 10 sorts of seeds for planting. Note these are all seeds from high-grade military plants, genetically modified to be lethally poisonous, with flexible DNA ready to mutate for rapid research. Handle with care. I would handle that shit with great care. No plants, tentacle stuff. I've seen enough hentai to know where that might go. So it's straight down. Okay, that's... So there's no sprint in this game. This is your default speed that you cannot change. So hence the need for that stimulant we created. Alright, nice. A secret room, hardware that's a rare component, by the way. You don't see that as often as the other things we've picked up. And another pistol. So the trick here with redundant weapons is you hover over that and then you press Q and the ammo gets unloaded into your current into the other weapon. So now we have 20 bullets, but with 15 in the magazine. But let's just pick this one up, just in case we can craft this into another thing further on in the game. But in all the 21 hours I've played Teleglitch, I have not finished this game. It's that difficult, and I have never seen redundant pistols to be of value later on. You cannot craft them into something else, but I'm just being an OC guy, so let's just store that away for now. Maybe we can. Maybe there's a miracle that's going to happen, and maybe we can craft that into um, the god of all awesome weapons. Okay, what have we got here? We have shells and a meat trap. A meat trap is very useful. It's like Left 4 Dead's explosive, where if you place that, the monsters will swarm over this one, and you just have to, you can just gun them down while they're swarming all over it, and then seconds later it's going to explode, and kablooey, all their problems over. So there's nothing left to do now but go to the teleportation chamber and end this video, because we've reached our 50-minute mark. We've even exceeded it already by a minute. So if you like this video, guys, please like and subscribe. It will go a long way to support other FTF videos of mine. And also this one, if you want more Teleglitch, just tell me, leave a comment, and then I can make more Teleglitch gameplay videos for you. But if not, I can play other games that you'll find more interesting than this one. But yep, if you like horror sci-fi video games with retro graphics and a top-down perspective, Teleglitch Die More Edition is the game for you. During the experiment, Militech scientists will aim to teleport a single random molecule from the other side of the universe into the facility. The molecule size was picked to guarantee safety in both ends of the teleportation. A smaller particle leaving its original position might create a nuclear reaction, while something with a larger mass might potentially carry some risks for the experimenters. So another floor right there. So anyway, we've reached the end of our FTF 15 to 50 Let's Play Teleglitch Die More Edition. So this has been Retroburn. Stay cool, stay frosty. But before that, we're going to read what our lone survivor has to say. I am going to go through the facility support systems next to make sure that I don't die because of a random life support protocol failure. I want to check on the manual emergency mode and make sure things will remain stable, even if there's a crazy AI around. So yep, like I've said, stay cool, stay frosty. See you in the next vid.